Hey guys, welcome to Fightmaster Yoga. It's Leslie Fightmaster. Today's class is yoga for healing your heart. And this was by request, a yoga for grief or to help heal your heart. So I invite you to sit up nice and tall to begin. Have 2 blocks and a strap. And we're going to set an intention in a moment. So even if you aren't experiencing any grief, this still is a wonderful class to open up your hearts and to make you feel a little bit lighter. So let's get started. So again, sitting up nice and tall, begin to take in a few longer breaths. If it's available to you, breathe in and out through your nose. Widen across your collarbones. Allow your shoulder blades to relax toward your waist as you feel your sitting bones connect down. And we'll set our intention for our practice. May this practice reconnect me to my body, ground me in the here and now, and heal me from my grief. I ask for clarity and for the strength to let go of any limited beliefs that keep me resistant to change and unavailable to growth. Instead, may I open my heart, see beyond reason, accept without condition, and love without hesitation. May this practice be blessed. Let's bring our hands together. Just take a couple of breaths here, palms touching to seal in your intention. And just noticing the body as you roll yourself forward onto your knees and take a child's pose. So nurturing child's pose, keeping the arms extended in front of you or just letting them relax a bit. But continue your steady Ujjayi pranayama, your steady breathing in and out through the nose with a little constriction in the back of your throat. Then on the next inhale, come up onto the knees, drop the belly, bring the chest forward, lift your chin and tailbone up. Exhale, round your back, draw your chin toward your chest, and then take your hips all the way back to the heels. We'll do this a few times. Long inhale as you come forward, widening across the chest, lifting chin and tailbone up. Exhale, press away from the floor, rounding the back, and then taking the hips again back to the heels. And again, inhale to come forward. Bring your heart through the gates of your arms, and then exhale. Round your back, take your hips all the way back into the heels. Inhale, again up onto the knees. Drop the belly, lift your chin and tailbone. Exhale, round the back, pulling ribs and belly in. Tailbone toward heels, and then come back up onto the knees. This time we'll tuck the toes for downward facing dog, taking the legs as wide as the mat and taking the hands also as wide as the mat. You can grab the sides of the mat with your hands if that's more comfortable. Otherwise, you can have your palms flat. But use a little bit of strength to stretch back, and you may be able to stretch back a little bit more because you've widened your legs, so it's less of a press on your hamstrings. Continue your breathing, and then walk your hands arms shoulder distance and walk your feet into hips width. Inhale, make your way into plank pose, top of a push-up. Knees to the floor. Exhale, hug the elbows in, lower all the way to the belly. Untuck the toes and interlace your fingers behind you or hook your thumbs or grab a strap at the low back. And inhale, lift your chest and lift your legs, Shalabhasana. So heart opening posture. Keep your belly pulled away from the floor, tailbone reaching toward heels, pubic bone pressing down. So you're creating length in your lower back. And then release and let it all go. Let yourself just surrender down. Breathing. And then once again, interlace other pinky on top, other thumb, or grab that strap, lift up. Big breaths into the chest, inner thighs roll up toward the ceiling. Keep the back of your neck nice and long as you breathe into the chest. And then let it all go again. Let yourself completely sink down, surrender, release. And bring your hands by your low ribs. Take an inhale for a baby cobra or upward facing dog, your choice. And then tuck the toes, stretch all the way back again to downward facing dog. And then come onto the knees and sit all the way up on your knees. And inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, open up the chest. Look to the right. Stretch your arms out. Inhale again, arms reach. Try to keep your hips facing the front of your mat. Exhale, turn to the left. Stretch out the arms. Inhale again, arms reach. Exhale, take the hands back to the floor. Tuck your toes to downward facing dog. Gaze between your knees or your feet. Pull your ribs and your belly in and up. Ripple the spine forward to plank as you inhale. Exhale, lower again to the floor, knees up or down. Inhale, baby cobra or to upward dog. Press all the toenails down into the floor. And then exhale, use your belly muscles to make your way to down dog. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Inhale, come back to the knees. Sit up on the knees, reach the arms up, keep the ribs in. Exhale, arms to a T, turn to the right, stretch through the arms, a little twist, but keep that right hip moving forward. Inhale, arms reaching up, and exhale to the left, keeping your left hip moving forward. Again, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hands to the mat, tuck the toes, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale to plank pose. And then exhale, lower chaturanga, knees up or down. Inhale, upward facing dog or stick with cobra pose. Exhale, belly muscles lift up to stretch back to downward facing dog. Gaze between the knees or feet. Spreading fingers wide. Root down into the base of your fingers as your forearms lift up. Then looking forward. Making your way again to the knees. Once again, sit up on the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms out, around and up, ribs and belly in. Exhale, turn to your right. Keep your hip bones facing front. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, stretching tall. Exhale, hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Maybe step your feet back a little bit to get some more length through your spine. So moving the weight up to the hips and then look forward, hips high, walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, come halfway up and then exhale, fold. Take your feet about hips distance apart and then hang, grabbing your opposite elbows, gently rocking side to side. Slight bend in the knees if you feel like it's a good idea for you, or you can keep them straight. Let the arms hang down, nod your head yes, and then press down through the feet. Inhale, rise up, look up, lengthen up, and exhale, bring the hands down. It's coming to Tadasana at the front of the mat. Find equal standing in your feet. Spin your inner thighs back as your tailbone lengthens down. Gently lift your belly in and up. Keep the chest lifted, but allow your shoulder blades to soften. Then inhale, sweep the arms out, around and up. And then exhale, hinging forward from the hips to Uttanasana, hips over heels. Come halfway up, lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, step just the right foot back. If you have blocks handy, put them on either side of the left foot. You can have hands on blocks or on the floor. Excuse me. Either way is fine. Pull the left hip back. Keep the chest forward. And then tucking the back toes under for more stability. Come on up into a low lunge. Reach the arms up. Spin the triceps forward. Then exhale, bend the elbows, open the chest. And inhale, sweep the arms around in a circle. Face the palms to the front. Exhale like you're scraping elbows on the wall behind you. Bend the elbows. Again, inhale. Big breath like you're moving through water. Exhale, bend and open up the chest. And then taking the hands down. Tuck the back toes, they're already tucked. Come to plank and lower down through chaturanga. Then inhaling into upward facing dog. Then exhaling into downward facing dog. Again, stretching back. Lift your right leg back and up. As you exhale, step it forward. Make sure the right knee's over the ankle. Take the left knee down. Hands on either side of the right foot. You can have them on blocks or on the floor. Give yourself enough space. So use blocks if you have them. And tucking back toes under, we'll come into our low lunge. Inhale. Tailbone's going to lengthen down, getting length again in that lower back. And then exhale, bend the elbows, open the chest. Big breath in as you sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, widen across the chest. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale. Make a big circle with the arms, chest lifted. And then tuck your back toes under, or lift your back leg, step the left foot forward. Bend the knees, come to Utkatasana, chair pose. Hands to heart center. And inhale, sweep that right arm back again, but keep the right hip moving forward. Exhale, come to center. Inhale, sweep the left arm back. Exhale, back to center, and then fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Breathing here. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, grab your hip bones, and then with a long spine, come back to standing, back to Samastitihi. Finding again your Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up, keep the ribs in. Little tiny back bend at the top. Exhale, hinge from the hips and fold, crown of the head reaching down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, step to plank pose and lower through chaturanga. And then inhaling, upward dog or cobra. Please feel free to modify. Exhale, tuck the toes, stretch all the way back, down dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, lightly step it up between the hands, spin the back heel flat. Inhale, warrior two. Line up your front heel with your back arch. Bend your right knee over the ankle. Move it toward the little toe side of your foot. Breathe, lift your chest, allow your shoulder blades to relax a little. Find that nice opening in the chest, then drop the left arm reverse. Bend into the front knee, then inhale, straighten it, and come on up for triangle. Or not triangle, bend the front knee. Again, take your right forearm to your right thigh, left arm over. Then inhale back to warrior two. And we'll do the same thing, reverse exhale. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale here. And then coming up, inhale, rebend that front knee. Lean forward a little bit. Right forearm or to thigh or right fingertips to the floor or a block. Then come up again, warrior two. Keep that front knee bent. Exhale. Inhale, reverse. Exhale here. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale. Then come on up. Inhale. Leaning forward. Exhale the right hand down to the block or the floor or forearm to thigh. Take that top arm now behind you. Rest it at the low back or hook it onto that right thigh. Roll your top shoulder open and stretch out your collarbone. See if you can get a little more opening in the chest and in the upper back. Keep the low belly lifted. Keep pressing through the outer edge of your back foot and through your front heel. Release the hands to the floor. Make your way to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, or just go right to down dog. Inhaling to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, up dog. Exhaling, Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Inhale and lift your left leg up. As you exhale, again, lightly step it up between the hands. Spin the back heel flat, coming to warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Lift the chest, shoulder blades relax. Keep the weight in the front heel. Make sure the left knee stays directly over the middle toes. And now drop that right arm reverse. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Take an exhale here. Come on up on your inhale. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh. Reach the right arm up and over. Relax your shoulder blades. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale there. Come on up, inhale. Rebend to the knee. Exhale. Take the left hand to the floor or a block if you wish, or stay left forearm to left thigh. Press in the front heel, warrior two. Inhale, exhale, and reverse. Inhale, straighten the front leg, stay for an exhale. Inhale up, exhale, bend the knee. Taking the left hand down wherever you like or form to thigh, right arm over in line with the ear. Press down into the front heel, inhale, warrior two. Exhale again, reverse it. Straighten that left leg, inhale, stay for the exhale. Come on up, inhale, and side angle on your exhale. Can use a block if you like. Take your top arm behind your back, resting at the low back, or reach around to hook it onto the left thigh, rolling the top shoulder back. Keep pressing through the outer edge of the back foot and keeping the back inner thigh lifted as that left knee remains in line with the ankle pointed straight ahead. Take another breath. Keep pressing into the front heel and then take the hand to the mat. Make your way to downward facing dog any way you like, either through chaturanga, inhaling to up dog, or just right into down dog. And breathe here. Take a break if you want to. You can hit the pause button, take the knees down. And then looking forward, bend the knees, either step or hop and sit. And then lie onto your back, bending the knees. Take the feet hips distance apart. Line up your heels underneath your knees. Inhale, lift up into a bridge as you reach your arms up and overhead. Spiral the thighs in toward each other. And exhale, one vertebra at a time, lower down, take the arms down, and then look over your right shoulder. Then inhale, bring the head back to center, reach the arms up and over, pressing into the heels, spiraling the thighs. Exhale, slowly lower down, looking over your left shoulder as you come back down. Let's do that again. Inhale, press the heels, lift up into a bridge pose. Exhale, lower down slowly. When you get to the bottom, look over your right shoulder. Press into the heels again. Inhale, lift. Spiraling the thighs, tailbones reaching toward backs of knees. Lower down slowly. Exhale, looking to the left. And then inhale, let's come into bridge. This time, if you like, you can interlace the fingers and roll the shoulders under, or grab the outsides of the mat and hold. Keep your chin away from your chest. Keep that length in the lower back by lifting your hip bones up toward the lower ribs. Breathe. A lot of heart opening in this sequence. If you are working with grief and you feel emotional, let it out. It's always okay to let it out. Let's come on down and let the knees just draw in toward each other, or soles of the feet together and knees apart. Just rest. And then having a block handy, if you do, come into supported bridge. And if you don't have a block handy, you can come into regular bridge for as long as you're comfortable. If you are in regular bridge, you'll lower down and lift your legs. If you've got that block at the base of the spine, you can keep it there on the low or medium height and lift the legs. It's a variation of Viparita Karani. Legs up the wall pose. Just allowing gravity to do its work, since we are many times in the other direction. This gives our body a little break, a little change from that pressure that we always have from gravity, whether we're aware of it or not. Then rebending the knees, let's take the feet back down, lift off your block and lower. Take your right ankle just past your left knee and hold on to the left shin or behind the thigh. Thread the needle pose. Draw your right hip gently forward as you draw the legs in. If you want to go deeper, you can cradle your right leg and extend your left leg straight out onto the floor. You can do the forklift maneuver or the cradle. Again, try and keep that right hip gently drawing forward. Take just a couple more breaths here. And then slowly release, but keep that right knee bent. Take it over to the left side for a twist. Look over your right shoulder as you make your twist. So as you exhale, try and turn your belly up toward the ceiling any amount. Inhale, come back to center. Now take your left ankle just past your right knee, holding onto the right shin or behind the thigh, and draw that left hip gently forward. So you're welcome to stay right with that, or you can hold on to the left foot, or do the forklift, or do the cradle if you want to go in deeper. But just know, you don't always have to take the pose as deeply as you can. You can always bend the right knee for a little less intense stretch. Do what feels best for you. And as you release it, keep your left knee bent, and then draw your left knee over to the right side, and then turn to look over the left shoulder, giving your neck a little stretch. And again, as you exhale, see if you can keep your shoulders drawing down toward the mat, but turning your belly up toward the ceiling. And then inhale, make your way through center. And then rolling to the right. Come up and sit for a moment. Extend the legs in front of you. I'm going to take my blocks and rest them on my legs. And then take my strap around my feet. I'm going to make this more of a restorative forward fold. So I'll rest my head on the blocks. And you feel free to do whatever works for you. Use a couple of blocks, blankets, pillows, but allow yourself to forward fold with just a little less structure than we usually do. Maybe even let your hands just rest on your legs. Long, smooth breaths. Maybe going in a little bit deeper for the last few breaths if you like. And then slowly lift the head and release. And we'll make our way back down onto our backs. And this time, getting ready for Savasana. So lengthen the tailbone toward the heels. Draw the shoulder blades toward the waist. Allow your feet to just flop open. Bring your arms by your sides with your palms facing up. And let everything completely relax. Quiet mind and your quiet body for Savasana, and I'll be back in a minute or two. Start to make movements in your fingers and your toes. Stretch your arms overhead, long, smooth breaths in and out. And then bending the knees, roll off to your right side. Pause a moment for gratitude for all of our blessings. And making your way up, our quote is from E.A. Bucciarani. So true that when all is said and done, grief is the price we pay for love. Hands to the forehead, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts, to the heart for clearing loving intentions, and then hands to our mouths, reminding us to have clear and loving communications, sending out positive energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining us today. I'm glad you got onto your mat. And don't forget to push the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell all of your friends about Fightmaster Yoga. Drink plenty of water. That's super important. And as always, have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you can afford to support Fightmaster Yoga, there's a donation link below, or you can go to fightmasteryoga.com. There is a button you can push to donate there. We also have an Amazon button, a little banner. If you shop on Amazon, just go through Fightmaster Yoga's banner. It doesn't cost you anything else, and it's another way for you to support Fightmaster Yoga so we can keep bringing you tons and tons of great videos. Hopefully you love them as much as we love doing them. Have a great day. Bye.